Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It's class 12th subject economics, and the topic which we are going to discuss today is supply schedule, supply curve, and law of supply. Yes, dear students, as we learn in demand analysis that there exists a close relationship between price and demand of the commodity. Similarly, in the case of supply, there also exists a close relationship between supply and the price of the commodity. However, there is difference between demand and supply of a commodity at the given prices. In demand, there exists an inverse relationship between price and demand of the commodity. However, in case of supply, there exists a direct relationship between supply and price of the commodity. That is, in case of supply, other things remaining the same, higher the price, higher is the supply, and lower the price, lower is the supply of the commodity. Thus, the producer will supply more goods for sale at higher prices and less supply of goods at low prices. Dear students, in order to make the idea clear, let me remind you to think about the fruit industry of Kashmir for a moment, because most of us are concerned with the same industry. Dear students, when we begin to pack our fruit, particularly apple, we didn't make the immediate sale of it, but we first confirm the price in the market, that is in the fruit in mandi. After then we make sale. After then we make a discussion about its sale. Yes, dear students, if we find the price is higher in the mandi, we supply more and more, and vice versa. As if anyone among you have visited the fruit mandi during this season, when we make sale of our this fruit, when there is rise in price of the fruit, we find that more and more is supplied, and sometimes it leads to jam of the traffic, and even it makes it takes 3-4 hours to enter in the industry, in the fruit mandi, because of the jam of the traffic. This is another clue which we can which we must have to understand, that why this traffic jam is happening there, because the prices of the apples begin to rise more and more. Supply of the apples is sent to the mandi for sale. Dear students, however, sometimes we make sale of our these apples even at low prices. The reason for the same is something else, which we will discuss later, that why sometimes a producer supplies its product or sells its product even at low prices. That is another discussion. That is another side of the this topic. Dear students, let us understand the law of supply with the help of example which is shown in the supply schedule here. We shows the list of various amount of quantity supplied at various prices. Yes, dear students, if you see here, when the price per box of apple was 300, 2000 these boxes of apples were offered for sale. When price rises, also the sale rises. When it rises furthermore, the supply, we can say that the supply rises furthermore. Yes, dear students, as you learn that as per the law of supply, higher the price, higher is supply, and low the price, lower is supply. As you see in the schedule, that when the price, as the price goes on increasing, the supply also goes on increasing. If we will represent this supply schedule on a graph, we will get a curve like this. I will show here you in the graph. We will take this quantity supplied along this x-axis and price per box of apple along this y-axis. Yes, dear students, I have taken here scale as 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000. I have already discussed with you people that why I am taking scale like 1000, 2000. What scale we have choose, it depends upon the situation. If we have here the data like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10, then I will here take scale 1, 2, 3. Since the data which we have here is in 1000, that's why I am taking the scale starting from 1000, 2000, 3000 and so on. Similarly, you can see the scale from this side, from the price scale. Dear students, as you see here, when the price of per box of apple was 300 to 2000 was supplied, we can draw this on the graph like this. I will find here that this is the 0% and this is 1000, so 300 will lie here somewhere. That is why I have put point here. 300 जब 300 प्राइस था, 300 प्राइस जब था, ये प्राइस, ये हो गया प्राइस 300, तो सप्लाई कितना किया जाता था इस वक्त 2000. दैट इज आई हैव दिस प्लॉटेड दिस पॉइंट हियर. आई विल शो हियर यू लाइक दिस 300 प्राइस, तो इसी के सीध में जाऊंगा, तो सप्लाई इस वक्त कितनी थी 2000, तो इसके ऐसे में आऊंगा मैं, तो यहाँ पर एक पॉइंट बनेगा. सिमिलरली व्हेन द प्राइस वाज 500, अब मैं 500 की तरफ आऊंगा तो बिल्कुल इसके सीध में जाऊंगा, तो सप्लाई कितनी थी इस वक्त, वो थी 5000, जो इसके सीध में आऊंगा, तो यहाँ पर दूसरा पॉइंट बनेगा. सिमिलरली और पॉइंट्स हम बना सकते हैं. व्हेन वी ज्वाइन दीज पॉइंट्स वी विल गेट अ कर्व. That curve is known as supply curve. As you see here in the graph, that supply curve slopes upwards from left to right. It's opposite of this demand curve. Demand curve slopes downwards from left to right. However, this supply curve slopes upwards from left to right. With this, we have completed the topic of law of demand, supply schedule, and this supply curve. So hope that you would have got the concept. If you have any query or question about the same, you can call me, you can ask me. And this was all about today. Allah Hafiz Nasir.